Whoa! Hey guys, welcome back to the Shaving Tulsan. This is your one and only host, Timmy Two Shaves, coming back at you guys again with more product reviews. Now this is actually a little bit different because I am re-reviewing a product that I had already addressed in a previous video, actually a while back now. And this was Ginger's Garden Chocolate Orange. Now, I've actually since received another product from her that is the vegan base. This is the tallow base, but I am going to be addressing this particular one in this video tonight, and I'll probably even talk about the vegan base a little bit as well. But the nice thing about this video is it showcases a shave. So I'm going to be using some products that I've really been familiar with, that I've come to really enjoy and come to love. These are some of my favorite stuff to use, and I'm going to be using them in conjunction with this soap and providing you guys my insights and why I am doing a new product review of a soap and a splash that I've already touched. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So we are now in the Shaving Tulsan bathroom. But really, with this restroom, I do apologize about the lighting. It drives me nuts. But we do want softer lighting in here, and I don't want to bring my actual bright lights from the Shaving Tulsan den in here. So I'm just going to leave this yellowish hue as is. But at least we've got good audio, so that's a plus. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with the shave. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend. But what we're going to be talking about today is Ginger's Garden. Now, virtually everyone that I know that uses Ginger's Garden really, really likes it. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. It's kind of the same thing in regards to variety as you have with other artisan makers that are very popular, like Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Sterling Soap Company, the Shaving Shop Club / Ariana and Evans. They just have tons and tons of options. Wet Shaving Products as well has tons of options. So it's nice to know that you can go to one artisan if you really like their base, and you're pretty much going to find anything that you want. Now, of course, as I stated earlier, the soap that I'm using is Ginger's Garden Chocolate Orange. Corrected myself. Now, it smells absolutely fantastic. I know I've stated that before, but I'm going to state it again. It smells wonderful. If you really are a person that you associate certain smells with just nostalgic experiences, for me, I used to buy chocolate oranges around the holidays all the time, so it is a dead ringer for those chocolate oranges that you can buy at like Walmart, that you put stocking stuffers under the tree for your friends and loved ones. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. But again, the reason why I'm coming back to this soap is because I had had a shave with it not too long ago, and I was really blown away by it. And I remember in my initial review, I was not too thrilled or, blown away by anything other than really the fragrance. I felt like the performance, the lather that I had was okay, and I felt like the post-shave was okay. I don't even know if in that original review video I actually showcased a shave, but I will be showcasing the shave now. So we're going to go ahead and get right into that, and I'll continue on with my ramblings of this product review of this. So what I'm going to be using tonight, so that way you guys can see, is my wonderful, probably my current favorite brush, my Friendship Shaving Macy. This is from Frank Shaving, and it's a tribute brush to Friendship Shaving. I love Friendship Shaving. If you guys aren't following Mark's YouTube page, I highly encourage you to give him a look. He's a really chill guy. He's very responsive and very talkative with a lot of his followers. Just a really good dude. And his was one of the first pages that I followed when I got into wet shaving, and I was just always blown away by just all the products that he showcases, just the way that he's just so relaxed. He doesn't take the hobby too seriously. He has a lot of fun with it, and that's honestly kind of the same sort of thing that I wanted to emulate on my page. But, and I think I'm kind of coming back to that, where it's just nice, it's chill, it's relaxed. I don't take anything too seriously, but I do want to showcase product in my own unique way. And that kind of brings me back again to Ginger's Garden. So this is what I'm going to be using tonight to go ahead and load. So I'm going to go ahead and load this into the brush. And the thing I like about this knot is it's a beautiful synthetic knot. It's probably my favorite looking synthetic knot because it looks almost like, real badger. And then a 15-second load will yield those results for you. Now again, one of my pet peeves, and it's a minor issue with Ginger's Garden, is the size of the tub. Because the tub is a little bit smaller, I did get lather kind of spraying all over the place down here while I was loading. But she does fill these up all the way, and that's definitely a good amount of product. You're not going to be running out of that anytime soon. It's a minor thing, but really the standout for Ginger's Garden for me is the scent. But after I used it recently, the performance was incredible. Now what I'm going to do, just put a little water in my bowl. This is from Sawdust Creatio Studios on Etsy. Bobby Moffat, you guys might have seen him on some of the Facebook pages. He's incredible. I've even got his little coin at the bottom. This is a beautiful bowl. Because it bows out at the bottom, it's got that nice curve there. It's great for holding with your hand. It's got some nice ridges in there. And it's got this final curving lip that prevents lather from really getting all over the place. So I put a little water in there. I'm going to let you guys listen to that. And it builds up a really nice, beautiful lather that I can use and enjoy. And out of my current bowls, I'd say this incorporates a lot of elements on things that I look for. It's not ceramic, so it's not incredible. It's actually pretty lightweight. It's not that heavy. Ceramics can have a tendency to kind of go towards the heavy end of things. It's got the curved lip on the top, which reminds me a lot of my Captain's Choice Copper Heavyweight, which also has a curved lip. And I also have another bowl that has another curved lip from Doug Smith Pottery. That's a little bit smaller and probably not as intuitive as this one. Doesn't produce as great of a lather as this bowl, but it prevents the lather from getting out. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're someone that doesn't bowl lather because lather spilling out of it just drives you nuts, this is probably going to be something you're going to want to look at. He has one other bowl, kind of a darker wood than this one, but really all the details of the grain just look absolutely incredible here. I mean, this is a stunner for sure. But just a little bit more water, and I think we're going to be good to go. And see, this is the thing. With me and shaving, I just take my time. I'm not in a rush typically to go ahead and shave. I get up early enough to go ahead and do the shaves that I want. Or, of course, if I do them at night, I've got all the time in the world. So I'm not particularly worried about time. And you guys are just along for the ride, too. I mean, you're just here to hear about products, so... There we go. Scooped out a little bit there. Get to building my lather, or get to applying it to my face. And again, the scent on this is incredible. Absolutely love the scent on this one. And I think that's the thing. With Ginger's Garden, I think what impresses me the most about Irina as an artisan is she's willing to do a replica, a duplicate, homage of your favorite fragrance. And she's very communicative. She communicates really well with you when it comes to talking about product that you're interested in her duplicating as far as popular fragrances. And a lot are already on her webpage. And I think that's what draws a lot of people to her product, is that she's just got so many various options you can choose from in both a soap, aftershave. I think she even offers, perfumes, colognes, that sort of thing, which is fantastic. Now, of course, you guys are asking what razor am I going to be using. I'm going to be using my Gillette Toggle on setting 7. I love how this thing shaves. And again, I have about 24 hours worth of growth here. Go ahead and take off my glasses. Don't know if you guys are hearing that. Good This razor is incredible. It shaves absolutely fantastic. But one of the reasons I'm coming back to Ginger's Garden is because, as everything happens this way, over time, opinions change, adapt, evolve. You use it with different products. You work on your technique over time, and you find that you're just getting better results. And I've had really good results with Ginger's Garden in the last few months. I'm using it with different product than I did originally. And I've just been very pleased with it. My face feels really good. And I apply soap to the entire beard just because I like the beard to benefit from that soap and it's the ingredients in there. But I also do it because I really like that fragrance to stay in there as well. Now you guys are like, Tim, you didn't mention what blade you're using in your Gillette toggle. Or at least I don't think I did. I am using a feather blade. That again, just seemed to pair really, really well with the Gillette toggle. And I'm not typically a guy that buys any hardware or software for merely display purposes. I did do that with Merchandise 7X because I don't plan on using that, but I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. But especially with hardware, I want to use stuff that's not a shelf queen. I want it to be able to be used and enjoyed. And I'm always nervous when getting some of these more unique razors like the Gillette toggle that have been surpassed by later designs that were meant to improve on the original design. But I'm telling you guys, it's a good performer. I absolutely love using this razor. It's just incredibly smooth, is I think the thing that I really like about it. And I've really found that a lot to be the case with Gillette adjustables. So I have the Black Beauty, the Super Slim adjustable. I have the Slim adjustable. I have the Fat Boy. And all three of those, of course, along with the toggle, have been very, very smooth shavers. Tiff actually got me the Gillette Fat Boy. Sorry, I like to get those nice clean lines. And the Gillette toggle makes that pretty easy for me. As you can see, I'm able to keep everything the way that I want it. I think it's looking and it's feeling pretty good. So I'll go ahead and stop there. But let me go ahead and show you guys some of the lather that I was able to get in this bowl. You can kind of see it there. Plenty of lather, more than enough for several more passes. One of my favorite things about this bowl is how it loads that lather on your brush. I mean, there's just tons of lather there, and it just looks really good. It's got those nice curves that I really like to see in a lather. You guys can kind of see it there. It's fantastic. It's not airy. It's good. It's dense. It feels very nice. And as you guys can see, I was able to blade buff, no problem. And the Macy was no slouch. It is a bit of a smaller handle, but feels great. And I think one of the reasons why that handle is becoming one of my favorites is not only the way that it loads soap onto your face and builds a great lather. It's great face lather too. But again, it's based on one of my favorite channels and one of my favorite wet shavers in the community. He really emulates what I feel like a lot of this community needs, or what this community asks for, which is just someone with no drama. Just someone that's nice, relaxed, having a good time. It's just, this is all fun. You know, I do these things because it's fun, because I really enjoy showing and showcasing my product with you guys, providing you guys the knowledge that I do have, my practical experience with the product, and then let you guys decide on your own whether or not you want it or not. But that's the thing, you know, with this brush, with these products, the software that I'm using today, I would recommend any one of them. And that's the thing about Ginger's Garden. That's why I wanted to do this review again, is because I've been very impressed with this product, how it performs. And again, over time, I've come to understand it better. I've used different products with it and gotten better results. And I'm very pleased with just the end result, which is a very smooth, hassle-free shave. The lather comes right off. It doesn't stick to your face, which feels fantastic. And then, of course, when we're talking about the aftershave, which has witch hazel in it, which I really like, always recommend that if you guys do have aftershave, that you're shaking it up, because some of the ingredients will go towards the bottom. And you want to make sure that you're getting plenty of everything in there. And all it takes is just a little bit. This doesn't take a lot at all. You just rub that in your hands. Rub that on your face. And you can get really good results out of it. It's looking pretty good. Everything's looking nice, clean. Yep, we're looking good, guys. So again, just really impressed by this product. Another thing that I also like about this that I almost forgot to mention is that this product is mentholated. Now, you don't smell the menthol. It's just a light menthol. But it always catches me off guard because I always forget that this has menthol in it. So when I use this product and I start getting that cold sensation of menthol, this is one of the better aftershaves that doesn't use, I don't think Ginger's Garden uses a synthetic coolant in this. I think this is just straight up menthol. Because if it was, I think it wouldn't say menthol. It'd say something like Fresca Ladder or, Colada or any of these other synthetic coolants out there. But the menthol in this is done right. You don't get any of the menthol scent whatsoever. I smell none of it. But you get that really nice cooling sensation. So I like that Ginger's Garden uses menthol in these products. Menthol is one of my favorite things, especially synthetic menthol or synthetic coolants. And this gets me every time. Every time I use it, I'm like, ooh, my face is getting slightly cool. It feels really good. And again, it comes down to this. I've definitely sounded my aftershave splashes because this does menthol right. I really, really, really enjoy this. Some still have a lot of alcohol, and then they try to apply the menthol, and then you get a little mixture of the fragrance and the alcohol and the menthol, and it's just kind of, ugh, I don't really care for that. But with this, there is no alcohol in this, I don't think. No, FDA approved alcohol. So there is alcohol in this, but you don't feel any of the burn. And I think that's partly because of the menthol, because the menthol usually gives you a nice cooling sensation. If you're using shavettes or straight razors, menthol is fantastic as a post-shave feel on your face because you're getting really, really, really close, especially if you're using something like a feather blade. And if you do end up getting nicks or cuts, this will soothe you right down really quick. So top marks on the Ginger's Garden Aftershave Splash. I need to get myself more of this. Not this particular fragrance, but other fragrances as well. And again, this just comes back to, I've been using this product multiple times since my original review. And I really wanted to showcase more along the lines of an actual shave and tell you guys my new updated thoughts. Now, one of my, kind of opinions and something that I showcased in the original review was the website. It's not particularly my favorite as far as the layout. Now, you can navigate, you can figure out where to go, you can get your product perfectly fine there. It's just not as user-friendly as some of these other artisan websites that I've come across. That would be one of the things I'd still say, could be updated. I'd say the price on the soaps and the aftershaves is about what you'd come to expect in the shave space right now. We've got a really saturated market. We've got plenty of artisans out there with soaps, aftershaves. So at this point, I only really use product that I enjoy. I might get a sample of something and use it a few times. But if it's too expensive, or if it's something that I just don't feel like I'm going to keep coming back to, I'm not going to just keep using it for the sake of using it. But the fact that I've used this chocolate orange by Ginger's Garden several times is an indicator that this is something that I really like. And if I was a man that was just had, swimming in money, then I would be reaching out to her for all sorts of fragrances that I absolutely love and see how she comes about doing her takes on it. But very, very impressed with the soap. Super impressed with the aftershave. My face feels fantastic right now. No burn, a nice light cooling sensation, but that's all it takes. You don't need ultra menthol to get a really good sensation on your face post-shave. And this just makes my face feel incredible. I mean, my face feels fantastic. And you guys saw it was just a little dollop. I also like the applicator on this. So you just kind of flip it up. It's got a little nozzle there. You just kind of squirt a little bit into your hands and you're good to go. So that's really nice as well. But guys, this was my overall review. We'll go ahead and head back to the shaved in, and I'll go ahead and close out with you guys there. All right, hey guys, we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed that shave. I know it was pretty brief because I've got a beard going on here. But again, I know what's going to happen. In the comments below, people are going to be like, why does someone with a beard choose to shave the neck and the nut? Well, it's because even guys with beards need to keep them groomed. It's honestly one of my biggest pet peeves is guys that get that nasty little neck beard, or guys that just decide to let their scragglies go all over the place. I like to keep mine nice, trim, precise, looking good as often as I can. And wet shaving is just a really enjoyable hobby. So, and the thing to consider with that as well is, of course, because I am trying to keep nice tight lines, I'm trying to shave in specific ways to maintain a specific look. There is a lot that goes into that. Now, that shave was pretty brief. It's because I've gotten used to that routine. But again, how's that any different than just going straight down and that's all there is to it? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I digress. Kind of went off a little bit. But guys, I really, really, really enjoyed using the aftershave splash with Ginger's Garden. This stuff is fantastic. You guys can kind of see some of the consistency right there. It's a very nice consistency. And again, a little bit goes a long way with this product. I think you guys will be very happy with this because the fragrance, one, is absolutely fantastic. It's very standout. It smells wonderful. And you can smell it on you all throughout the day. Especially when you're using something like this, the chocolate orange, you can definitely smell that. And especially when people get right up to you, they're like, ooh, you smell really good. Well, it's because I smell like chocolate oranges, which is fantastic and delectable, if I might say so. But guys, back onto the soap. Really, really, really impressed with this and how far it's come for me as far as in my wet shaving journey, and that I'm still going back to this product says enough when I've got lines of product like, Sterling, Phoenix Artisan. I've got some new artisans on the scene that I'm utilizing as well. Now, I do and will say that I do have a tendency to drift towards specific artisans. I think that's just the name of the game. A lot of what we do, and when we're drifting towards these artisans, is to find the artisans that we really enjoy, that have a variety of products that we can choose from. And people like wet shaving products, the Holy Black, Phoenix Artisan, Sterling, and Ginger's Garden have plenty and plenty of fragrances from us to choose from. Almost an ending supply of different kinds of fragrances that are unique and that don't smell like one or the other. It's very, very nice to see that we're living in, as my friend Eric Shaves put it, the golden age of wet shaving, where we just have these plethora of options. But because of that, and because I don't have an endless budget, I tend to drift more towards specific artisans just because it helps me kind of contain where my money goes. And again, these artisans are offering products that I really enjoy, so I want to continue to support them. And I try to do what I can for these other artisans that I might not get around to as far as purchasing a lot of product. If I get to showcase or get to experience a product, I'll definitely let you guys know what my opinion is. And originally, I honestly wasn't that thrilled with the performance of Ginger's Garden. Again, though, over time, I let it sit for a little bit. I let it marinate for a little bit, if you will. And I came back, and it aged like a fine wine. This sucker, after more experience and after more technique has been building over time, I've really come to enjoy this. I dedicated 15 loads as far as loading my brush for 15 seconds and then transferring that to a bowl. Has really shown across the board with all the soaps that I use that it's helped me keep consistent results. And allows me to better judge whether or not I like a soap and I'll go back to it, or whether or not I'm not a big fan of that and I'll just kind of, mention that as I'm going along. But I'm really impressed with Ginger's Garden. I'm pleased to say that coming back to it after this amount of time has yielded better results, and that's one again one of the reasons why I chose to do another review of this product, is because I want you guys to know if my opinion changes or morphs over time. So thank you guys again, and well, I'll be leaving you guys here for now. Have a great weekend, and thanks again for stopping by on the Shaving Tulsan.
Down, doobie-doo, down, down. Comma, down, doobie-doo, down, down. Comma,